Hi, my name is Richard McLaughlin. This is my first video that I plan on uploading to YouTube. I am a gig worker. I'm a father, husband, provider. Um, right now, I am waiting in front of my. I'm waiting to pick up my daughter from school. She is a 6-year-old who is in first grade, and she's high energy, highly motivated. Um, she is in the top, some of the top percentiles in her class. She plays select softball. She's a gymnast. She's in tumble. She wants to open up her own business, and what can I say? She's the love of my life. Let's see. Some of the gig work that I do is I do Doordash, do Uber Eats. I turn on Grubhub sometimes, although that's kind of like my redheaded stepchild. I don't turn it on very often. I have Roadie, which I very rarely turn on. I am trying to increase my Poplin clientele, which is laundry service, where I basically pick up the laundry. I weigh it, wash it, dry it, fold it, put a nice little purple bow on it, and reweigh it and deliver it. Trying to build like a regular book of clientele doing that. It's slow moving, but I feel like there's a need and I can provide that need. Let's see, I work 24 hours a day. That's a lie. I work 7 days a week. I work from when I drop off my wife at work and my daughter at work, which usually means I can be on the road about 8 in the morning, and I usually stop about 2:30 in the afternoon. I pick up my daughter at 3:30. I like to be here an hour early, which sounds crazy to a lot of people, but I feel like it's important to be one of the first ones to pick her up. It makes her feel good. Nobody wants to be picked last, like on a team, and I don't think kids want to be picked up last either. Plus, she was trying to get home and play. Let's see. I also eat lunch with my daughter once a week, every Wednesday. I do it once a week because last year, during school, I was allowed to do it twice a week. Now they told me I only could do it once a week. And the reason why they restricted me to 2 days a week is because I was going in every day taking up a table, and I guess parents were complaining that sometimes they didn't have a table. Sorry, I stepped up every day. That's one of the reasons why I do gig work now. I pretty much have the freedom and the independence to work the schedule that I want to work. That actually comes with a lot. You have enough leeway to either make it, or you have enough leeway to hang yourself. Depends on the type of person you are, I believe. You can be a go-getter, set some goals, don't take failure as an action, or as a, how do you put it? You just don't want to take failure as an option. So, you can set yourself on your own schedule. How you can hang yourself is if you're a lazy person, and the people who are lazy, you know who you are. No one's going to tell you to get up in the morning. No one's going to tell you to go to work. No one's going to tell you to make this much money. No one's going to tell you how to make the money. No one's going to, and since the money comes in so quickly, after every delivery, you got money, pretty much access to the money right away. You can spend it very quickly. So you have to have also the self-discipline to put yourself on some sort of budget so you can succeed. I know people that make $6,000-8,000 a month, and their wives still, trying to borrow money and, borrow money from their parents or their brothers and sisters, for simple stuff like gas and, putting groceries on like that Walmart pay-as-you-go type of stuff, which is crazy to me. But each their own. Myself, I set some goals. I actually wrote down on a dry erase board so I can hold myself accountable. my goals are $150 a day during the week, $200 a day on Saturdays and Sundays. Let's see. I think I have to look at the driver race board. I'm a little tired, so if I'm misfiring a little bit, please forgive me. But I believe it is Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm gonna, work late night, and when I say late night, that is like when my daughter goes to bed, I go out to the living room, I turn on Doordash and Uber Eats and take orders, try to make $30 as fast as possible. Anyone that knows me, they know that I feel like my time is valuable. I mean, literally, I do Walmart Spark as well. Reason I mentioned that late is because, like, when we go to as a family to Walmart and they want to shop for a while, they take a while. I turn on Walmart Spark. They're out there spending money for stuff for the house and things like that, and I'll do a Walmart Spark order. What is it? $16 here, $18 here. I've made $40 some by the time they got done shopping, and then we go home. Doesn't sound like a lot, but $40. You do that 10 times. You don't have to be a mathematician. 40 times 10 is 400. You can probably do that 10 times in a month. Let's see. I work in Temple, Texas, for the most part. Temple, Belton area. There's quite a few of us grinders are out there. We know who we run into each other all the time. Most of them are friendly. We are dealing with people, so some people that won't. They think you as competition. I think we're all getting a piece of that pie. Some people think there's limited pie. There's a whole lot of damn pie out there, so you can make. Nobody's getting in anybody's way. If one app is slow, you turn on the other apps. End of the day, I think for myself, I set myself to a standard. I don't care if I make $50 on DoorDash, $20 on Uber Eats, and $80 on Spark. At least at the end of the day, if I got $150, I'm good. If I don't make my $150 during the day, what I do is I go home and I'll add up what I made on whatever apps I was using, and let's use some imaginary numbers. I counted up and I have $130. Not a big deal, I get the $130. I have $130. I go home. I still eat dinner with my family every day. Me and my daughter we'll go to the park, or we'll go to her practice. I still read to her every night, check her homework, do all the parent stuff. When she goes to sleep, I tell myself I'm not allowed to go to sleep until I hit 150. So I need to go out there and make $20. I'll turn on DoorDash, Earn by Time, or Uber Eats, whatever app it takes. Make the $20, go home. Sometimes it might be $30. It might be yesterday. It was funny. I said, you know what? I am at 144 something. I need to make another $5 or $6, whatever it was. And one could say, well, that's $5 or $6. That ain't worth going out. In my mind, slippery slope. First, if you let even $2 slide, you got 148. You didn't make 150. It's not 150. That's the standard. So I don't want to go down the slippery slope. First, it's $2 isn't that bad. $6 isn't that bad. $12 isn't that bad. And coming up with excuses, I was tired, or blah 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 blah. What is it? At the end of the day, especially in my mind, if you write it down, or you have someone hold you accountable, 150 is 150. Now, if you get extra money, great, but 150 is the minimum. Also, that 150, let's say I made 175 one day, that $25 does not carry over to the next day. Every day is a new day. Every day you're at zero. So, I manage my time. I get my hustle on, and that's how I make it happen. That's pretty much what I do for the most part. Also, I like to make money while I'm sleeping. I call it investing. I think the word investing to the people I talk to sounds intimidating. Like you have to have. I was actually told by a family member that his boss was talking about investing, and he told me what he said. it was all great. But then one thing I disagreed with is boss told him, well, you need $10,000 to get started. I don't agree with that. I mean, if somebody's already struggling with money and you tell them it takes $10,000 to get started on their future, I mean, if someone's broke and you tell them it takes $10,000 to get started, they'll never get started. I mean, for someone who's broke, $10,000 might as well be $10 million. If they're both unattainable, they're both unattainable. My theory is different. What I do is, as I said before, I like to make the $150 a day. What I will do is I will transfer $115 to my bank account. Even though I make the $150, the extra money stays in the Uber or Doordash account. The reason why I do that is I believe, for myself, I do a 15% rule, which is whatever 15%. Basically, I put $100 in the account, and then 15% of 100 is 15, and I take that $15 and I invest it. I put it in something where I don't plan on cashing it out anytime soon. It's just there to grow. And that's what it's there for. And I do that every day. It's like kind of like waking up and doing 10 push-ups in the morning, or you get up and do your morning run. You do it every day. And I think that's a better strategy. And if I told, especially if you're doing this, you have money all the time, you make 15%, it's not so bad. For me, I started out with 10%. When I understand when you're broke and you're struggling, 10% sounds like I need that money. I don't know what to really tell you, man. It's one of them deals. Sometimes you just gotta take the hit in the chin and try it. You gotta do it. I tell people anytime you touch money, put 10% off to the side. I don't care if you find $1 on the ground, 90% goes into your piggy bank. 10 cents needs to go off into something. And I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm just telling you what works for me. If people ask me for like, well, what should I invest in? I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, we're saying all these great things. Like, well, the answer what you should invest in is not really that difficult to me. I have the things I have. I'm not gonna say what they are on this particular video. But I mean, I'll look at somebody, I can start naming off things they can. Like if I see them and let's say they have an iPhone, well, that means you spent money at Apple. But when you spend, I don't know how much, I'm not an Apple user, but let's say you spent $1,000 on that cell phone. Well, Apple kept whatever profit it is off that $1,000. But if I see that you have an iPhone, I'm like, you need to start putting money into Apple. Because next time you buy a phone, and you'll get a share of the profits. That's why they're called shares. So next time you spend $1,000 on a cell phone, the 10% rule, put $100 off to the side. Let's see, if you go to Walmart a lot, I mean, you're paying Sam Walton and their family, which is fine. I mean, we go to Walmart too. But I mean, if you go to Walmart, you should put money into Walmart. And if I see your shoes and you're wearing like Nikes, then put some money into Nikes. If you drive a Chevy, when you bought that Chevy truck, that gorgeous truck that you got, or that crappy truck, whatever it is that you got. Either way, you gave money to Chevy, you didn't get a share, none of that profit, you didn't get your cut. But if you start putting money in, you start putting buying shares, you get to share the profits on every single truck that they sell. That's just a basic strategy, I think, until you kind of get your feet wet. How do you invest? I mean, you could do it using, how many people have Cash App? There's certain things I invest in on Cash App. Not my favorite way to invest, but if someone pays me money, whatever, they pay me back for money they borrowed, I take that money and I put it into certain things. I just happen to have the Cash App up. I put it in there, I don't even think about it. and the money grows. For you religious folks out there, you reap what you sow, right? Well, that goes with plants. You plant a bunch of seeds. At first, those seeds don't look like anything. It's just dirt. But, you keep planting, you keep planting, you keep planting, and you keep watering those plants by, you keep on a consistent basis, sowing the seeds. Eventually, you got a big garden. It works like that with your money, too. At first, doesn't seem like much. Next thing you know, you wake up in the morning, you see your money has worked for you, whether it's up or down. So you reap what you sow, but if you never sow, you never start putting your money off to the side, you're never going to have a garden. And that's as far as I'll go on this video for talking about investing. Because I like to make money when I sleep in. And if something happens to me, I need my family to be taken care of. That's my responsibility. Let's see. Well, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Richard McLaughlin. What is it? I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to do my best to make some more videos, make my presence known. I'll learn more about maybe I'll do a live while I'm actually hustling. Making this legal money, by the way. There's nothing illegal what I do. Or I can talk about other ways of making money. But if you got a cell phone, let me tell you, if you got a cell phone and you're not making any extra money, I don't know what to tell you. Your cell phone bill should never be considered a liability. That should be just the price of doing business. That's just my theory. I'll talk more about that another time, but I'm gonna let y'all go. This is like I said, my first video. I'm kind of Forrest Gumping my way through this, trying to figure it out, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.